Now that the career college sector is dependent primarily on internet lead generation, what is the role of broadcast media?
Still very critical, absolutely critical. The idea that you can strictly or should strictly depend on your internet advertising for your leads, I think, is a huge mistake. The role of both TV and radio operates not only as a support medium to a tremendous amount of the internet lead display or internet display advertising that you have out there, but it contributes to it. The feedback that I have from our consistent client base is that 30 to 40% of the leads that are coming in from the internet, the organic internet leads, are coming from TV. So it would be a huge mistake to take that out of the picture. If you reduce your TV and or radio budget, the first thing you're going to see is your organic internet leads go down.
So what is the strategy you would recommend to schools? That they advertise on broadcast and collect your leads on the internet, or should they still do the phone number, the intensive calls to action on broadcast?
Both. I think for all intents and purposes, what is most critically important is the media mix. They all play off of each other. So you need the TV, you need the radio, you need the internet, you need the outdoor, if your budget allows, of course. So the media mix is tremendously important. But then on top of that, most certainly, the dedicated tracking, not only by medium, but by source. So the dedicated tracking, TV by TV station, dedicated tracking by radio station, and follow along with every media source. Tracking is paramount.
In the typical career college market, broadcast TV is full of attorney advertising and career college advertising. How can you differentiate yourself in that market and be successful?
The best way would be through the creative message and not come across as just another 1-800 number. Direct response has taken, if I'm understanding your question correctly, direct response advertising has taken off to unbelievable levels. Every time you turn around, there's another 1-800 number on the air. So the way to approach that, to be different, not only among all of your other 1-800 numbers, but in addition to your competitive, is very, very strictly the creative message, to be different, to sound different, to have very pertinent creative that attacks your very specific target. So I would say through the creative message.
What kinds of services do you offer clients that differentiate you from even other career college advertising and media services companies?
Our biggest claim to fame, if you will, is our analysis software, in which we drill down very, very much on what the most efficient, most high lead generation areas are specific to each program that a college offers. So we're not just evaluating the overall. This is also why we're very, very big proponents on dedicated phone numbers, because of the accuracy. But what we do, which can take it much, much farther than our competitors, is we're not just drilling down on what the best TV station is. We are drilling down on what the best TV station is with the best creative during the best hour of programming. And in this environment that we have right now with very, very high, intense, competitive, the accuracy and the ability to drill down on what's most efficient and driving the most lead volume is paramount.
Now, once you get the answer, isn't that a moving target?
Oh, it's always a moving target. Absolutely. It's always a moving target, which is why you have to be so on top of it weekly. When you do what we do, we are evaluating the information that we get in threefold. We are looking at this week, last week, and next week, all at the same time. So you see how you evaluate how you're pacing this week as compared to last week, which I believe is very much where we have an edge on some of our current competitors. We don't wait to make changes a week, 2, 3 weeks later after everything has been reconciled. We're making it, you're right, it is a moving target, and we're making those changes constantly to accommodate for that. A good example of that, and if I might, but a very good example to that is new creative testing. If I have a new creative test on the air, especially with some of the details of our software. But if I have new creative on the air, I don't have to wait for a full week and a half or 2 weeks until my analysis is completely done and through the system. I don't have to do that. I am looking at our daily information, and I can see, or my buyer can see, that if there is a huge bump in lead volume for this particular station or this particular market, put the creative on the air on Monday, it bumped up in lead volume Monday and Tuesday, that's a pretty good connection that it was the creative. If it's Wednesday, I can get an addition and make changes to the buy effective next week. And it's very, very timely with schools. You asked me earlier, what is the difference between schools and some of the other advertisers? And it's the cruciality of how important this daily information is. It's not a retail buy where you can wait for months for posting. It's not a retail buy in which you wait to see if sales increase. It's a daily evaluation in which you have to be on top of it 24 hours.